Within the intricate maze of my being, a concealed yet significant gateway offers glimpses into realms that surpass the commonplace. This portal is known as the third eye. It's much more than a mere figure of speech. It stands as a symbol of profound spiritual verities, resonating with timeless ancient knowledge. In the same way that the words I utter send ripples of energy throughout the cosmos, the third eye intercepts the universe's quiet murmurs, mirroring them onto my own soul. This is not simply an organ of sight, but rather a looking glass into the invisible dimensions. From time-worn parchments to the expansive surfaces of temple edifices, the idea of the third eye has appeared repeatedly, engraved and honored as the locus of profound intuition and spiritual illumination. In Indian spiritual tradition, it is elegantly termed Agna, the sixth chakra. This represents not just a location on my physical form, but a spiritual channel spanning the divide between mortal comprehension and divine insight. The ancient Egyptians, with their complex Eye of Horus, perceived it as more than a mere decorative motif or insignia. For them, it was a deeply significant icon, imbued with the essence of safeguarding, a mark of regal authority, and a pathway to well-being and vigor. Similar to a great waterway that has wound its course through the records of human societies, its flow is abundant with murmurs and accounts of extrasensory perception, stories of people connecting with dimensions beyond our own, and chronicles of profound spiritual awakenings. If I delve deeper, immersing myself in the expansive seas of spiritual doctrine, I rapidly perceive that the third eye transcends being a straightforward notion. It is, in fact, equivalent to achieving an elevated level of intuition and internal awareness. This isn't solely about the physical act of vision, but about embracing a more profound comprehension, a perception that goes beyond the surface level. While my two corporeal eyes record the visual story of my concrete, earthly encounters, creating an image of my reality, the third eye explores the immense and complex domains of the unseen. It doesn't just spin tales, it crafts entire epics of dreams, mystical insights, and ethereal forces that surge around and inside me. When this inner eye commences its awakening journey, my intuitive capacities are no longer restricted to simple gut feelings or transient sensations. Instead, they transform, changing into a deep guiding luminescence, a signal fire that lights my life's course with the sharpness of a galaxy-filled night sky. Setting out on this holy quest demands not just belief but also methodical training. I will outline some concrete methods to activate my third eye. Meditation. I start by establishing a tranquil area, devoid of disturbances. Igniting a blue candle or some sandalwood incense can assist in creating the right atmosphere. I will sit quietly, concentrating on the area between my eyebrows. As I inhale profoundly, I visualize a deep violet flame burning consistently at this spot. With consistent practice, this straightforward meditation will hone my intuitive capabilities. Visualization. Far beyond simple fantasy, visualization involves the construction of an inner domain. I will imagine a luminous violet sphere at my brow, sensing its heat, its rhythmic throbbing, its vitality. In every practice, I will endeavor to maintain this vision for extended periods, thereby strengthening its existence. Affirmations, words, as I've come to understand, possess inherent strength. Every dawn I will declare I am receptive to the universe's insight, My third eye perceives with clarity and directs me. Such declarations uttered with firm belief forge a potent energetic resonance with my aim. Connecting with nature, I will spend moments in the open air, ideally in places abundant with verdant foliage or near expanses of water like a shimmering lake. The serenity of the natural world can amplify my intuitive faculties, smoothing the way for the third eye's awakening. These methods, though straightforward, demand steady application. As I progress further, I might also investigate more advanced practices, such as chakra harmonization and guided meditations focused on the third eye. I must remember that the path to activating the third eye is distinct for each individual. What holds utmost importance is the earnestness of my purpose and dedication to the practice. Commencing the endeavor to awaken the third eye is not just about achieving a spiritual landmark. It involves a deep transformation of my very soul. The process of making choices, once viewed as a common, even unremarkable part of existence, changes to rise above the everyday, developing into an experience profoundly rooted in spiritual understanding and prescience. The delicate, meaningful coincidences of life, those instances formerly dismissed as simple chance, begin to form an intricate pattern that becomes difficult to overlook. They transform into harmonious designs, signaling a coordinated movement with the cosmos itself. In this elevated condition of consciousness, I don't simply live or move through life's phases. I discover myself engaged in a graceful interplay with the cosmos, each action imbued with meaning. The complex fabric of existence, with its countless interrelations and junctures, becomes not only perceivable but tangibly clear. And as for those difficulties, they cease to appear as mere hindrances or obstructions. Instead, they reveal themselves as profoundly rewarding teachings, each contributing a brushstroke to the grand artwork that is my personal journey towards development, comprehension, and spiritual awakening. I reflect upon the captivating path of Elena. Through dedicated months, perhaps even extending to years, she cultivated her internal being. In this process, she started to perceive energies that were once imperceptible to her. Elena cultivated an extraordinary capacity to distinguish the invisible, profoundly echoing energies that emanated from every location and each person. With this deep, enhanced awareness serving as her guide, her choices underwent a transformation. Her decisions no longer stemmed from simple reasoning or transient impulses, but started to accord flawlessly with her soul's authentic calling, vibrating in harmony with her deepest wishes and ambitions. Alongside Elena's transformative experience, I observe Marcus. For him, the realm of dreams changed significantly. His dreams ceased to be mere nocturnal adventures. They took on an almost predictive quality. Every vision, every dream started to construct a chart, directing him through the complex mazes of life with an astounding and enlightening lucidity. These personal accounts, originating from the core of Elena's and Marcus's encounters, are not simple tales exchanged around a warm fire. They serve as potent declarations reflecting the vast capacity for change and the otherworldly power that an awakened third eye possesses. Much like a valuable jewel, the third eye is also veiled in misconceptions. Numerous individuals believe it to be a direct path to immediate spiritual skill, whereas doubters dismiss it entirely as folklore. However, the reality likely resides somewhere between these extremes. An uncultivated third eye might prove to be overpowering, even confusing. But when I approach it with reverence and sincere intention, it reveals itself as a counselor, a teacher, and a companion. The sagacity of Joseph Murphy echoes in this context. As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment. In a similar fashion, the third eye is nourished by what I offer it. If I engage with skepticism, it mirrors back disarray. Yet when I approach with affection and belief, it brightens routes that were formerly concealed. Now I might question, with all these stories of transformation, why do so many individuals still seem to live without this insight? The solution can be found in Neville Goddard's profound understanding. We don't manifest what we desire, but who we are. Within the domain of the third eye, this verity is magnified. I don't merely observe the world through this inner eye, I perceive myself reflected in the entirety of creation. Every word I utter, each emotion I experience, contributes to the tapestry of my third eye's insights. It is not a detached onlooker, but an engaged partner in the rhythm of my life. As Hermes Trismegistus proclaimed, my capacity for language and thought makes me similar to the divine. The third eye magnifies this reality, reminding me of my timeless nature and my capacity to rise above the commonplace. I will walk this way with deep respect. For when I set out on this exploration, I don't merely alter my viewpoint, I reshape my very essence. I will embrace this development because in doing so, I not only observe the cosmos, but